What you talking about, Willis?
It's Fight Mike.
Yo, what it do, guys? You know how we do it. Back in the place to be. What you talking about, Willis and Fight Mike? Sporting me a new six shirt.
That shit nice, bro. That shit real nice.
Big Pretty
Thank you
sent
so
me a
much.
shirt in the mail. So you guys got to get yours too. It's bigprettyworld.com. Is that what it is?
Yeah, bigpretty.world.
Bigpretty.world. Get yours. Looking pretty good, bro.
Thank you, bro. How are you doing, man?
Man, so I just got back from Sacramento late last night. Was there for 3 days shooting some of my comedy sketches. As some of you viewers saw that crazy character on the last podcast we did. Brought that thing to life. Went over to Uriah Faber's gym. Went over to Gil Melendez's gym. And a couple other little smaller gyms. Shot some content. Hopefully I'll be coming out to ATT.
Yeah, man. We're gonna make that happen, man. Definitely. Sometime soon, man. But yeah, what's been going on, me? Let's first talk about these fights.
Okay.
I have a qualm, and that qualm is, man, what's up with this dude, Sugar Sean OMalley, man? It's like culture vulturing to like a T. Like whatever's popular. Like the UFC is they're being really, really clear. So that you have guys like Usman who are completely dominant guys, and he has a personality. He's a very classy guy. I mean, you can tell. I mean, whether it's real or fake, that's like a marker of a personality, you know. But it seems like these guys that are, you know, these white guys can just be arrogant and bombastic and culture vulture, and they get it's looked at like it's cool, you know what I mean? How we regularly are, you know. And it's kind of it's getting sad because this whole great white hype thing is historical. It's literally historical. You know, they've tried it a whole bunch of times. And again, they give these guys all the marketing. They give them all the push. They give them all the everything. And so it's like they stack the card in their favor. And they keep on doing this. And I wonder when people are going to start calling it out for what it truly is.
I didn't understand the whole. Well, first off, I think he's a pretty good fighter. You know, this is fighting, talking about fighting in general.
Yeah. I mean, no. We'll see when he fights somebody. Like, again, like, so top 5, top 10, like, then we can start talking. Like, he hasn't even fought anybody in the top 10.
Yeah.
In the top 15 yet. Excuse me. In the top 15 yet. So we can't say if he's a good fighter or not. You know, it's just somebody, you know, you gotta be the legend. You gotta be, you know, there's certain things you gotta do to really put yourself in that predicament, you know. Just having fucking rainbow hair and smoking weed on camera and, you know, literally doing everything that people that look like me would get literally like ostracized and, you know what I mean? And like, come on, man. Like, it's clear as fucking day now, and we need to stop playing as a society.
I didn't understand why he started doing the rainbow hair. Where did that come from? He wasn't doing that when he came off with the Contender Series.
Takashi. I mean, these guys, I'm telling you, these guys are exposing themselves. These guys are literally exposing themselves, and I love it. I love it because we're seeing how society truly is. And like, this is the opportunity for everybody who has their eyes open to actually stop and take a look at really how things truly are and call them out while we can. Literally, while we can, you know. So they say, oh, guys like DC were built, and guys, what? They didn't get this type of promotion. Come on, man. Like, nobody's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, Adesanya, he got promotion, but Adesanya is not a foundational, you know, black person. He's not a person who was born in America who could speak about the American struggle. It's kind of like they don't want to uplift somebody who has Demetrius Johnson. Come on, man. They said he was not marketable. When the guy's a gamer, he does the same thing as what Sean OMalley does, but except he doesn't smoke weed on camera.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you really hit it right there. Yeah, he plays a video game. He even said
Johnson,
that.
Yeah, video game. He does all the same stuff that all the people like. It just, what makes him not to see, and then you got to start looking in the rap game. You got to start looking at how it really goes. And how it goes is they culture vulture. We do it first, and then they come in and get all the credit. Period.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber, you know what I mean? Eminem is the best rapper of all. He could rap, don't get me wrong, but it's just they always just get wrapped it for these the culture vulturing.
Right. Man, I don't know what to say. I mean, you got Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's Mexican and something else, and he's saying the N word. I have friends that are Mexican that listen to 6ix9ine, and I've made joke videos like, "Why do you hate 6ix9ine?" I was like, "I don't." I was like, "I'll just do comedy. I don't hate him." And they're like, "How can you listen to his rap music?" Then I was like, "Dude," I don't think it's okay to be Mexican and say the N word. We're not black, dude.
Yeah, it's poison. It's poisonous. Get out of here. It's poisonous. Go. It's poisonous, man. And that whole complexion for your protection. This shit gotta stop, man. If you really want to change things, if people really want to change things, then we need to call it out for how it really is in entirety. If not, it's going to repeat itself over and over again, man. You got Aljamain Sterling. Come on, man. The guy, the Funk Master, and you talking about he got to do shit like Sean O'Malley got to do to get a title shot. You got to do extra shit. Like, why? They love John Jones just because he can really fight, but they don't really market him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, even back in the day, you get what I'm saying? It wasn't like this type of promotion.
If he wasn't getting tell me this, not telling me this. Tell me if you agree with me with this. If he wasn't getting in trouble, would it still be the same effect that he has?
Hell no. He would not get marketed like this.
If he was just a nice guy, he wouldn't be, right?
Now he would have him in handcuffs, though, where they would have to do a lot more marketing stuff, for sure, right? So, like, now, he has less wiggle room, but he still gets marketed. It's just, again, like Demetrius Johnson. Like, literally, that's, like, the prime example. Like, they say he didn't have personality, and the only thing he wasn't doing is dyeing his hair and that's it. Dyeing his hair. And there's no telling what Sean O'Malley says behind closed doors. I can match him. Nigga.
Bro. Yeah.
I can see it, bro. I can see it. I mean, it's cool, man. You hang around, some beta males that just let it happen.
Beta male. That's hilarious.
Hey, bro, I'm tired of the great white heights, man. That's it, man. Like Conor, man, he earned it, but it was still like, bro, like they let this man get away with anything. Like, he can go into other promotions, slap people, piss on people. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. Jumping in cages and other promotions, like that wouldn't fly.
Well, you heard what people like Cerrone said and stuff like. They heard what they said, right? They're like,
what he said.
At that one press conference when like Conor tried to punk him and everyone, RDA and all them, Cerrone was like, he doesn't act like that in the back. As soon as the camera rolls, he's acting like this.
Yeah, man.
He's like, you weren't saying anything to me in the back a little bit ago.
Yeah, it's all the front. It's all the game. And again, and that's how I know it's culture vulturing. That's all it is, man. You see what the other greats, and I'm not saying what's the name's not great. Conor is. But he sees when guys, like, he copied Floyd's own recipe.
Yeah.
But he's able to get away with more of the flavoring. He's able to get away with more ingredients. Because he can do what he wants to. It's a whole another different crazy type of level. It is what it is. There's always been these great white heights, man.
You can't really go straight laced. That's what I'm learning. Like, especially with the UFC, you can't just be a straight laced nice guy. It's only gonna take you so far, right?
Yeah. A white guy may just dye your motherfucking hair, get some tattoos on your face, like Platinum, Mike Perry, get a few tattoos in your face, talk a little bit slower, a little bit slang, and they gonna supermarket you.
They're gonna eat it
up. That's the recipe. That is literally the recipe. Just copy what a nigga did. Hey, for real. Smoke all the weed on camera. They're not gonna call you no pothead, none like that. It's gonna be cool. You cool.
Like, oh, he's cultured. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. Man, come on, man. In California, we still got Negroes locked up in prison for weed.
That's crazy,
Negroes.
right? That's crazy, right?
Negroes. Yeah, man. And now it's all being because it's cool now because it infiltrated the other communities. So now it's cool. They got the pyramid scheme down pat, right? So now they run the whole system. And now they kids is doing it. Now it's cool. That shit, that's out of pocket, man. There's literally little brown boys, literally, that went to jail and got sodomized over a fucking gram of weed.
Well, let's talk about what Nick and Nate Diaz were doing for a while, and they got ridiculed for. They were smoking weed, and everyone was saying this and that. Nick Diaz, how long did he get suspended that one time? Like 4 years,
man.
3 years? And then all of a sudden, does that CBD or the weed sponsors, now it's okay?
Now it's okay. Hey, and then who started the culture? Nick and Diaz, really. You know what I mean? I mean, the culture in the UFC, a bit being cool. And those are two, I would say, Eurocentric European, Mexicans. So they're they're a little more of the crossover type of look. You know what I mean? Like,
well, they are half. They are half, so.
Exactly.
So that is what it is, right?
A little more Eurocentric, European looking. You know what I mean? So they're able to get away with a little bit more, man. And that's all it is. They were the gateway. And, now the UFC is going full retard. You never go full retard.
Man, there's a lot of times, bro. Hey, there's a lot of times when I was telling you, I get away with shit, because a lot of people don't even know that I'm Mexican. But there's been situations where, like, somebody thought I was something else for a while, but then as soon as I told them I'm Mexican, they started treating me different, bro. I'm not making it up.
Exactly.
I'm not making it up, bro.
Exactly. Exactly.
You're full Mexican? Yeah, my dad's Mexican, born and raised in San Bernardino. My mom's Mexican.
Yeah,
my grandma, my mom's from Mexico, born in Mexico. And all of a sudden, they start treating me different.
Hey, side note, I just watched this documentary called Africville.
Uh-huh.
It's about a village in Nova Scotia, all black village. Hey guys, go Google, go YouTube that.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, Africville, I believe. It's Google. It's about a all black like town in Nova Scotia. It's literally it was right before the dump and right at the end of the paved road. It lives like you know how they treated them bad. But it was a big story back in the 90s. You should go look it up. Everybody should know that.
Yeah, I'm going to go check that out, bro. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
bro.
Who you got this weekend? I think Chito, back to OMalley. I think Chito might get him, man.
That's what I'll do. When you text me saying let's get on the podcast right now, I was watching the UFC the UFC countdown. And they were highlighting Chito and Sean O'Malley right now.
Yeah. And for Chito coming to fight, he's not like the previous opponents, I feel. You know, like I'm not saying that they didn't really come to fight, but I just think this guy's a little more game, a little more, you know what I mean? Just he's used to finishing people, you know what I mean? So
he got the Mexican chin, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So he's gonna walk through a lot of stuff that I don't think O'Malley is going to expect. And he's not gonna I remember who did O'Malley fight where O'Malley was literally hurt. But then the guy kicked him, took him down instead of just finishing him on the feet. And he had the fucked up leg, and he did the interview on his back. It's like those type of opportunities. You know damn well Joker wouldn't do that for nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't.
It'd be this nigga again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So we just have to start understanding what it really is. And a lot of these guys who say that they're not, I'm not saying that they're racist, because I won't say that about nobody unless I know for sure.
Yeah,
but there's definitely a lean towards, building white stars. It just, they don't come with the struggle, right? Because like with American black people, they come along with a struggle, right? They come along with a story.
how come? See, here's a perfect example. How long was Woodley a champion? Remember
And
how the amount of times
that's
that he
that's what I'm
complained?
saying. Woodley, Demetrius Johnson, all these guys who are American black seem not to have the right personality. Like Woodley literally raps.
He rapped and he was but somehow, okay, if he didn't have a personality, if it wasn't marketable, somehow he ended up in the NWA movie.
Yeah, exactly.
How'd that
Yeah, man.
happen? How'd that happen?
Exactly. Exactly, man. Exactly. But it is one of those things where now it's time to start exposing what's really going on. I think that that's something that a lot of people should just be, brave enough to just tell the truth. Again, man, the UFC is a great promotion when it comes down to it. They put on great shows, but everybody and everything can get better.
That's true. Everything.
Everything. But again, you're gonna have to do profit sharing. There's a whole bunch of things that they don't want to, loosen up. And so therefore, it's always going to remember wrong. What was the last sport that was big? It was fighting. All these things at the end. This is usually the most stubborn sport, right? Because it's like they know the fighters are just built different. I don't want to fight. You pay me. My family needs to eat. I don't get this, year round. You know what I mean? Like I don't, get the medical care if I'm not fighting. Like all this stuff. So you're keeping these people in need, like especially, and that's 95% of fighters. 95.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe more.
Especially with this COVID thing, like
Yeah.
I was talking with one of the people that I was filming with, one of the guys over there, Alpha Man. I was just like, so how has it been since this COVID thing with the gym situation? It was like, dude, it's rough. Like, there's gyms that are shutting down, and not only fighters are not getting fights, but the place where they train at is in jeopardy of getting shut down. It's like, how are we supposed to make money, bro?
You can't. But that's the purpose. The purpose was no. Everybody, hold on one second.
Yeah.
Everybody and everything was panicking. Everybody and everything was panicking. What I mean by that is you had the NC2A. They were panicking because the football players are doing what? They said that they wanted profit sharing. I want to be able to make money. These universities, these presidents are making, boatloads and bonuses. These ADs are making, 6-7 figures a year. You know what I mean? These football coaches are making 7 figures a year. And, you giving me, $1,200 a month, $1,500 a month for my stipend check. So I just pay rent. And I got to have a OnlyFans to make the rest. Right?
It's all
So,
backwards, bro.
Yeah, man. So you're dealing with the NCAA, which is a multi-billion-dollar non-profit. So they're not paying taxes like that. So it's literally a Ponzi scheme. Right?
It's crazy, bro.
So the kids were starting to band together. Then all of a sudden, COVID. All these fields, North Korea, everywhere, man. Right? Brown people were starting to, get to wanting to learn their heritage. COVID. You know what I mean? Like everything, man.
Yeah, bro. Wild times, man. Shoot, but for real though, like I need to come out to ATT, bro.
Yeah, man, you should, man.
Figure out when we can get out there. We'll do it up.
Yeah, that'd be a good trip because then we could do some filming. You guys can do your filming.
Exactly, get it all done.
Yeah, man, I could do a in-person type thing. That'd be cool. I still got one interview that I think we should do, man. Everybody, please comment below. One of my teammates was one of the first responders on the Dylan Roof situation.
Oh.
Like literally the first responder, the police officer that came, the first one, to the church for Dylan Roof. So I think that'd be very, very interesting to talk about one day. If you guys want that, comment below.
Nice, bro. I was going to ask you. So the rumor is supposedly, ready for this? You probably heard about it already. The whole vaccine supposedly that Russia has for COVID-19?
No, there's no supposedly. They got the shit.
What do you think about that?
They got it, and it's hard. Like if you guys go check out my Instagram at Pick Pretty MMA, you'll see that the president's already been talking about the military handing it out with great force. And great force with the military, we've seen all the movies what great force means. I mean, you ain't got to be Einstein to realize what great force means. And places like Russia, they're just going to be the first places to kind of normalize it. Then if everybody don't die at the beginning, then they go put it out in America and everywhere else. China, it's going to be a worldwide thing, man.
Man, dude, this is.
And everybody doing those Ancestry.com things, Ancestry.com just sold out to a private firm called Blackstone. You guys should go do your research. So all you people doing all your DNA tests and all that kind of stuff, now they after your DNA codes.
Dang, dude. You never did any of that stuff? You never sent in your thing to get your...
Hell no. Because I foresaw it. I try to tell people, listen, man, if you walk around and you see another motherfucker that look like you know what I mean?
Can you imagine, bro? You're just walking down the street one day.
Yeah, bro.
Like a different city or state, and you're like,
look just like you. You're
like just like you.
How the fuck did this happen, man? You can't be two pretty motherfuckers like this.
You talk to him, and you're like, I'm just curious, sir. Like, where were you born and raised? And like, I don't know. I was adopted.
Exactly. So so now everything is being uncovered. Everything is literally being uncovered, and this is the time. And if people don't understand the times that we're truly in, you're truly blind, and God did not give you eyes to see or ears to hear. And to be honest, I feel sorry for you.
People
you'll never see.
Yeah, people are afraid to like think like that or even say anything because they don't want to get called a conspiracy theorist, and they're afraid of what how their friends are gonna attack them on like Facebook or whatever. Man, it's crazy, bro.
It seems like all these conspiracy theories are coming true one by one, steadily.
Steadily, bro.
Steadily. So if you give a fuck about what your friend thinks over what the truth and your gut tells you, then you are completely a waste of oxygen. It's like completely utter waste of oxygen.
I honestly don't. I don't give a shit what people think about me, dude.
Man, it can't be, because a lot of people, they're unstable in their thought patterns, man. They're unstable in their thinking. They like 1 second they know everything, and then you ask them a question, they become confounded, and they just walk away or block you. Or these people are so insecure that they're intimidated by knowledge. And anybody that's intimidated by knowledge is by definition a fool. So again, like a dog returning to their vomit, so will a fool return to their foolishness. The verse goes something like that. I probably misquoted it, but you get the idea. So I don't really argue with fools anymore.
Man, what about your boy JDS, bro? Fighting.
That should be a great fight. I'm very excited to see, how that fight kind of turns out. I really am excited to see that. I think that's a great matchup. You're gonna have length and power, because we saw that Rosenstruck really had a hard time with that his last fight. Somebody that can actually punch with him. You know what I mean? And punch hard like him, and you know what I mean. So I think JDS, if he could pull this off, then there's more tread on those tires.
He's right back there, bro.
Yeah, he's right back in there and where he needs to be. But he's beating a lot of young up and coming guys, and I think that this is one of the guys that I think he can beat.
Bro, he's looking crazy jacked, dude. JDS, dude.
Yeah, man. He's there. I've seen him work. He's a hard worker. Yeah, man. So it's just different, coming out here and getting support from these guys, and being able to actually work. And I work. They see me work. I see them work. And, we can share energies. And, there's no like hate or nothing. You get what I'm saying? So the environment is just totally better because, again, if you have two alpha males in the room, then there has to be like a subtle peace agreement while you guys are sharing that space if you're true alpha males. And sometimes what happens is if you have two alpha males in the same room that are not willing to do that, whoever has the bigger narrative at that point is going to be able to spin and twist the narrative, especially if we're talking about an MMA gym. And that's just how it goes because it's all envy and pride and ego and all kinds of shit like that. And people are petty nowadays,
Crazy shit, bro. So how about any final things on DC Stipe? So I was watching that countdown video.
Yeah.
And people trying to say, DC's trying to say if he wins, he's the GOAT.
Go to what?
GOAT. Greatest of all time.
Of all fighters?
That's what he said.
I mean, he's definitely a top 10 guy. That's undeniable. If he wins this again, he's definitely maybe top 5 guy of all time. So you have to, my number one would have to be, you have to give it to Jones or Demetrius, right? For me, it's those two. Then if Khabib can finish out tough, I have to get Khabib 3 because of the way he dismantled Conor. And the reason why Anderson or the GSP number 4, and I give Anderson Silva number 5, just because of the fact that he has a tarnished legacy because of the negative
thing.
The steroid thing. If he didn't have a steroid thing, he'd be somewhere like number 1 or 2.
I think he'd be number 1, bro.
Yeah. So you have to be just because of the sheer type of dominance he did. It rivals him and John Jones are like neck and neck.
Bro, he made it look easy on some fights, bro. That was crazy.
Yeah. Then you have to go guys like Matt Hughes, right? 10 times. You know what I mean? 9 times. You got guys like Matt Hughes. You got guys like, even though BJ Penn has tarnished his record as of late, he was the first 2 division, one of the first, I think he was the first 2 division guy.
When he was right there at the top, bro.
Yeah. So so DC, he's definitely top 10 and he's somewhere between 5 and 10. I mean, and that would be like then you got Conor over him, but again, top 10 obviously is where any fighter wants to be. You want to end top 10, number 1, obviously, but that's just not unrealistic at this point.
Yeah.
But a great career. That's something that everybody has to clap it up for him. Really does. But in all honesty, he's somewhere in like 8, 9, 10, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds about
Matt Hughes is so dominant at that time too, man. It's like then you got Gracie. Yes, he's a top 10 guy, right? Because he's just the guy who just put it all on the map.
Yeah, he did.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like that's another top 10 guy. So he's definitely somewhere up there though, top 10.
Yeah.
Where do you have him?
DC?
Yeah. If he wins.
Probably somewhere around where you have him, like all those other names that you put in there. I mean, dude, it's too bad Kane got hurt all those times, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too bad because I would have him ahead of DC. It's just those injuries.
Kane's probably like top 20. He's somewhere. He's definitely one of the GOATs, but like he's more of the later 20, 18. You know what I'm saying? That type of number. 17, 19, somewhere around there. Overall, because just again, he's a 2-time heavyweight champion. It's just had a great career as well.
Yeah. Tough sport, bro.
Yeah. So but do you have Matt Hughes in your top 10?
I think you kind of have to. He was really, really dominant, bro.
Yeah, for a whole era. And Tito and
Liddell.
What the hell, Liddell? Right? I might give it to him a little bit over Liddell, to be honest with you, but Liddell is different because Liddell, he put MMA truly on the map. Like, he was like the one that was like the crossover.
He was like the first like famous fighter.
Yeah.
Like outside of the UFC, outside of the sport, famous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah?
Him and Tito.
Yeah.
But Tito's definitely after because Tito just got his win. the convalescent home, he got his win.
Well, I think Tito, where he doesn't get credit for, Tito saved the sport, dude. Like
Yeah,
right after it went bankrupt, when they sold it or whatever to Zuffa, when Zuffa bought it, and like it was about to go under, and Tito was like the one popular person at the time. It kind of just kept the sport still alive, and then
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
He doesn't get enough credit, bro.
yeah. So like Chuck too, because you got to go off notoriety as well. There's a whole
Mm-hmm.
bunch of things. You know, what I mean, DC was a double champ. That weighs heavy. He's a 2-time, but a lot of cloud is because of John Jones.
Okay.
It's not his fault that John Jones got all that trouble and stuff. But the cloud is, but the heavyweight championship you can't take away from anything, right? There
Right.
is no type of nothing with the heavyweight championship, you know. So yeah, you got Adam Liddell. Liddell's definitely a top 10 guy. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy, man. I should actually sit down and write an actual top 10. I think that'd be very interesting, just to go through the names.
Yeah, there's a lot, bro.
So who do you got though, Stipe or DC?
I'm gonna have to lean towards DC because a smaller cage. I think is gonna be able to wrestle more.
Okay, okay. Yeah, but the one good thing is Stipe's coming in very, very lean.
I noticed that while I was watching the press conference video. He looks smaller, bro.
Yeah, so he's definitely working on movement. He's going to move a lot.
We'll see, bro. Shit,
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch this one
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. But I think Chito Vera might get this dude OMalley, man. I think he might. I think O'Malley's. I don't think he's under. I don't think he's underestimating him. I just think that O'Malley. We'll see, man. I mean, may the best man win, but we'll see. I think that it might be a choo derailing. You know what I mean?
Probably,
And
dude.
but then what happens? Does Chito get that kind of push then?
No, no. Go watch the countdown video and just listen. Just listen how he talks. Straight lace Mexican fighter or whatever he is.
Yeah,
He's not doing outlandish things. He's just fighting, bro. And I
yeah,
think we kind of already answered that when you're like that. What happens? What happens or what doesn't happen?
yeah, yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
It's so crazy, man. You literally have to like give up your soul, like
That's what it is. That's what it is, bro. You have to.
like
You have to
literally
be a fake thing to have like shock value to get
all
people
about
like, whoa.
all about that cake and chicken. Like you have to like totally like submit your morals and ethics, and you know what I mean. And it's crazy, man.
Hey,
It's
why did
crazy.
DC do that video, bro? Did you remember that? I'm all about that
Yeah,
cake.
yeah. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny at all.
Why did he do that? I'm curious. I never knew that. I never knew.
It's a sign of what the true reason. The true reason, number one, that couldn't have been his idea.
It just seemed like it was like why somebody had to have
It,
paid
it,
him a lot of money to do that. Like,
it's a sign of submission. All people have to do it when they want to cross over. When they want to cross over into being like, that's why you see some guys dye their hair blonde. That's a sign of like submission. That's in the book of. Hey, Jeremy, what is it? Is that Genesis where it talks about the yellow hair? Where it talks about how that's like an abomination. So like when these brothers dye their hair blonde, it's like a sign. It's like a subconscious submission. But the same thing when these guys do these degrading buck dancing. You know what I mean? Type of videos like that. It's honestly it's a submission. It's saying like I'll do anything for this money, anything. I'll degrade. I'll take away from my people. I'll make my whatever. Right. So like in any athlete or anybody in general, you have to make that cognitive effort. What's more valuable, the soul or material wealth.
Man, this dude, life just goes by in a flash, bro. But eternity is just that. It's forever, bro. So I mean, for all this little stuff here doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro.
Man, it's like there's always been like these guys like Sean King, these guys like anybody who sells out, right? Some of these rappers who talk about killing and stealing and destroying, and then they go to these Black Lives Matter festivals, and then they talk about peace and shit. It doesn't make sense. But it says a double-minded man is unstable in all his thoughts. And so a lot of time, these individuals are put over certain segments of the brown and black community to be overseers, like in slavery. So they're used to literally direct certain segments of the youth or whatever segment they put them over. Like Oprah has, the house moms and this, and you know what I mean? And Steve Harvey has these, and Little Baby, the rapper, has these, and he leads them astray. Then Oprah leads them astray, and LeBron James, because he has the black boule thing on his chest. He's literally a part of the black boule. You guys, everybody, go do your research on the black boule. So his job is to lead people that way. You know what I mean? Because so all these people have literally sold their souls.
Terrible, bro.
Yeah, but you have to have eyes to see and ears to hear. Ears to hear just means go do your research.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. You don't have to believe me whatsoever, and I don't want you to believe me. I want you to go look it up. You don't have to give me credit for the knowledge. You don't have to cite me. You don't have to do none of that shit. Just go look up the knowledge so you own it yourself so you can pass it around. Domino effect. Let's get it.
Yeet. Shit. So what else, man?
Man, just sitting back, waiting on a few things with this whole PFL situation.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then I'm going to start, moving and grooving. I mean, there's a few fights that I think the whole world wants me to see. I think that, everybody know my last fight wasn't me. Then you got guys like not Bam Bam. What's the name of the girl? Not Bam, Flintstones.
Man, bro, haven't been up on that in a while.
Pebbles.
I can't remember. Yeah. Okay.
Pebbles. Yeah. So the everybody want to see me and Pebbles fight. There's other fights out there. Then I want to win one or two fights. Then then I think I should call somebody out of retirement. Right? So there's a few things that I know that on my plate that I will accomplish, and I'm so happy because I have the resources, I have the positive environment, I have the coaches, I have the people around me, and it's starting to build something great that I think that the second half is going to be.
Yeah. Man,
the second half.
Can't wait.
The second half.
I can't wait to see this shit. I can't wait to see it, bro. I've been telling my boys that I was in Sacramento with. I was like, if you guys really sat and watched this fights, bro, you guys realize what's gonna happen right when we start fighting. And they started paying attention. And then they're like, oh, he's an 18.
I'm a spiritual fighter, because that's just how I grew up. I'm a spiritual guy. You know what I mean? And that last fight, there's a whole bunch of things that, guys did on purpose. You know what I mean? And because, and now I just learned from those situations. I've grown, and now I've conquered the situation. And now it's time to go out there and just prove the improvements.
Yeah.
To myself.
Nice, bro.
So what about you, man? I go a little bit deeper. I know you guys did the filming. You guys got a few skits that were hilarious.
So the stuff that we put on social media, like Instagram and Facebook, check out the Toker El Cholo page. It's now eligible for monetization. I'll talk to you about that when we get off of this.
Okay.
And Instagram videos. I shot some content with Chris Holdsworth, Team Alpha Male, Max Griffin, UFC welterweight, Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, UFC middleweight, and then I went over to Gilbert Melendez's gym. Everybody knows Gilbert Melendez. He did me a favor. The sketch I'm going to be putting out soon. And my friend Mauricio Alonso, he's a Bellator. I believe he's a welterweight or middleweight. Amazing guy. I think he's 3rd-degree black belt. Some amazing stuff, bro. So the stuff I put on the social media is just a little taste of what we really did. Bro, I'm gonna send you a couple clips so you can see for yourself, and you're gonna fall over, bro. I promise, dude. It's the funniest stuff I've ever done in my entire life, dude. And these guys were willing to do this stuff, and I cannot wait. I'm especially gonna send it to you so you can show a couple of the guys at ATT. Be like, this is what we want to do when we come out there. Of course, it's gonna be you in there included. And I'm not just saying this just because it's me and the stuff that we did, but it's next level stuff. It's stuff that nobody's ever done, bro. It's fact. And when I show you, you're going to be like, you're right.
Okay. I'm excited to see it. But everybody, like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Oh,
I got that one. Hey, go check them out, Toker El Cholo. Hey, they go to my website, bigpretty.world, and at Big Pretty MMA. Go grab yourself some gear. Look at that shirt. That shirt is awesome. All right, guys.
That's a pretty good signature, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's me. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I say. You know, just like the whole breakdown of Be Pretty is I wanted people to really understand that it's okay to be you.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like whatever it is to you, it's okay to be you. Fuck what other people say. Fuck what other people think. Because we're in a day and age now where we got to understand the number one currency in the world is your ideas.
Yeah.
And you. All right, brother.